played each other, huh? Down in the recent years.
Jim, I think the best performance I've seen, and one of the best I've seen all year, was Duke's performance in the Big Four here. They're going to that high-low post.
Jaminski down low and Banks high in that instance. Now here's Jaminski in. Foul on the play by Wolf.
That much.
They lob it inside. Jaminski goes right to work.
Oh, boy. Oh, it may be a night. It may be a long night.
2-0. Duke breaks on top early. North Carolina in its passing game here against Duke's man-for-man. Underneath O'Corn, reverse play.
Well, I think it's appropriate. The two great players start us off.
Yeah, they do. We're all tied.
And North Carolina goes zone. Now, Dean Smith right away said they're not going to play that 1-3-1 against me early. So he goes into his own defense.
Out of a 2-3 or 2-1-2.
It's the best defense against Duke.
Outside Denard.
Unless Denard's hit.
Looked like they stole the script for the first game. 4-2. Duke in the lead. Got a foul down floor. Was just devastating early in the game last night against North Carolina State. They build an insurmountable lead. There goes Jaminski in the air.
Once again, they went to that 1-3-1 high-low post, and North Carolina came out man-to-man.
6-2 lead with the Blue Devils. Their form here in the the opening minutes of this game and last night have been the closest thing they've had to that early season play on any other time all year.
Almost a traveling violation by Wolf. Banks on O'Corn. Boy, last night he was with Whitney a lot. Tonight with O'Corn.
Near steal by Bender.
Trying to bring Jaminski outside.
Al Wood drops it off to O'Corn. And now Wood gets a closer shot. Rebound will come off to Banks. Good fast break.
He sees Denard.
Should have given it up earlier.
Give and go to Banks. About
Bender let him go into the middle. He could have hit Banks as he continued to the basket.
It's that 2-3 zone defense now.
Maybe as healthy as the Duke starting lineup has been in a long while. Long one by Bender. Al Wood. Corner shot by Wolf.
Oh, me.
That's the shot he hit against the University of Virginia. The best game he ever played. 6-4. 2-point lead by Duke. Had a back door there to. Well, here goes Jaminski. First miss he's had. Taken away by Denard for a layup.
Well, how much it's meant to this ball club, and this may have been the story at Duke University. Kenny Denard, a great basketball player as far as a component part to their team. When he was out, it just kind of all fell apart for them. Now that he's back, a big difference.
So right, 4-point lead here by Duke. Now they're man-for-man against North Carolina. O'Corn being guarded by Banks. Wood penetrates. Jaminski's got it down. Here come the Blue Devils. A chance to go up by 6. Win the first 3 minutes. Banks keeps faking till he gets open.
Oh, got the luck.
Unusual shot, but it's home. They'll count.
That was a tough break for him.
10-4, 6-point lead Duke.
The most important player on the floor is the guy with the ball in his hand. Everybody kind of relaxed with Banks having it.
Here's Colescott the outside. Vince Taylor down for Duke. Taylor beating O'Corn.
Swapped officials. These officials are from the Metro Conference.
Lob to Jaminski. Jaminski left-hand hook. He's got his own rebound. He's fouled on the play by Yannicka.
Ball player.
His father was one heck of a player, and I was 31, and he was 22. It was only natural he could outrun me.
Mike Jaminski's already broken a tie for the ACC's all-time 4th high score with Buzzy Wilkinson. 6 points.
You can see Jaminski has a patch on his arm, and it's a good size from that burn he got last night diving for the loose ball. 1-3-1 zone now by Duke.
It's awful tough to beat a team 3 times. I'll tell you, it is tough.
12-4. This is Duke's biggest lead of the early going. For the first 4 minutes, Yannicka, good outside shooter.
Good play by Banks in there.
Al Wood blocked by Jaminski. Banks keeps it alive for Taylor. Great play by Duke. Taylor looking.
He did a smart thing.
Sure did.
No play there. Vince Taylor hitting Jaminski. Outside shot.
Give credit for Vince Taylor and Gene Banks. Just super play there.
14-4 in favor of Duke. The Blue Devils have taken the initiative at the very outset here with a steal by Taylor.
Dean Smith has got to go for a time. Get away from him.
Vince Duke. They are.
I never loved to get these big early leads. Really, I never loved it.
Well, it worked for Duke last night.
Man-to-man with Banks on Butko. Look at Butko pushing off.
They got Yanniker posting down low now, switching with Butko. Jump shot by Virgil.
Not a good shot.
They were forcing
North Carolina keeps it out. Yanniker on the outside.
They're still forcing it.
And there's a foul on Butko.
So everybody gets a rest, the same as his team gets a rest.
Well, Bill Foster is resting Jaminski.
Well, what I'd do is just pull it back out, not play,
and let him chase him out.
Let his first team stay on the bench. Unless they made a foul, they'd stay there all night.
That's right. Let that big blue team run all over the court.
Right. I wouldn't go in there.
Good touch pass. All right, Duke moving that ball beautifully.
Sure are. Very crisp.
They can hurt you. And you're getting tired at the same time.
That ball was too high.
And down by Butko.
See, you're taking a chance to give it back to them. Now they're going to make you work.
That's right. And what they're going to do is they're going to work it just like a can of worms and make you get that ball.
Now Butko.
They're already hurt.
Down 2-0.
16-6, lead to 10. 6 minutes gone.
Boy, Vince Taylor doing some real good ball pump fakes out front. Look at him. He's moving that zone without passing the ball. Clever move.
That's what you have to do, and very few people do it.
If Bender had picked up a little slack that time, Jim, he'd have had a nice jump shot. Here's Bill Foster saying, no. Bring it back out.
Be patient. That's the Duke scheme right now. Denard out of the corner. Open shot. Rebound. Bender's taken away by Kenny.
Very foolish.
And a foul against Bender.
Duke in a 1-3-1 zone now.
Jimmy Braddock, a freshman from Chattanooga, and Mike Pepper are the guards. Just Pepper. Good shooter. You got to watch him from the perimeter. Pepper mishandled it. Turnover to Duke. Trailing, Duke leads 16-6.
But Jim, not only have a 2-0 edge, they've kind of had about a minute and 30 seconds worth of play with the other team wearing down a little bit.
Rudko outlet pass, 2-on-1. Pepper and Braddock, and broken up by Gene Banks. Banks is fouled and back.
Well, we'll get a call from down there. Mike Jaminski shoots and misses. We'll get.
Jimmy Black has replaced Cole Scott at guard. Jaminski, good catch, feeds it to Banks for the layup. Duke, as soon as the North Carolina first unit get back in, uses about 3 seconds to score. 18-6, are back up by 12. This is right where the margin was when North Carolina made the substitution the first time.
It's funny, they're playing man-to-man against the first team and zone against the second team. Everybody moving. O'Corin trying to get position.
As a
that part of the country, and the players are just not used to it yet.
That's right, and in ACC officials, you can't go over the top of a man, and evidently you can in the Metro.
2-3 zone now. Tom Emma's in at guard, replacing Bender.
But Jim, what they have, it goes to a 2-3, but it's a 1-3-1 setup with Denard running the baseline and Duke matching up very well with it.
Al Wood, a feathery shooter with that touch. 18-8.
Jaminski had position.
And wanting to lob to Jaminski. There goes Banks, heavily guarded.
That's twice he shot when he shouldn't have.
O'Corin gets it out quickly to Jimmy Black. Boy, Banks broke up that fast break.
He sure did.
Here's Wood again. Al Wood, one of the best pure shooters in the ACC and all college basketball, I guess. 18-10.
North Carolina picking up much more aggressively now with their man-to-man. Duke's still trying to force it down in instead of waiting for Jaminski.
Oh, what a move by Banks. Super play by Gene Banks.
I just can't understand why they don't go to the big man until they get him in trouble.
20-10. Duke's double the scoring thus far. North Carolina been going to Al Wood the last couple of times. They got Virgil down low on Taylor, and Taylor fouls him. You don't know that, Bones.
I was only kidding.
Zone defense by Duke on the inbounds. Jimmy Black stays in. Cole Scott has come back in too, so that's 2-point guards have taken Virgil out. Virgil may still be bothered with the ankle.
Cole Scott had a big game last night. Came out of a little slump that he's been in.
Yeah, big second half. He closed well against Duke at home, Bill, last Saturday.
That's right. Al Wood trying to weasel around in that zone, find a hole somewhere.
Black's a great penetrator in the zone. Weak side pass, Colescott. Good outside shooter there, Yanniker.
That's just good patience by North Carolina.
20-12. The lead back to 8 again. Second time that North Carolina's got it down to 8 after Duke had led by 12. Denard slides right by for a layup. That was a great screen by Jaminski.
Mike O'Koren. Boy, that's a good play by O'Koren. Pulling up as Denard tried to pick the charge.
Yannick not quite sure.
Yep, Williams doing a nice job.
Yep, Alan Williams, a freshman from Princeton, West Virginia, in there. Checked O'Koren's drive that time. He's guarding O'Koren. Under to Jimmy Black, and he's fouled on the play.
Going to be fine basketball players, Jim.
Yep.
Going to have to play a different style, though, with Jaminski out of there, unless he recruits a big man.
I'll tell you, Emma has played a lot more in the final weeks of the season. He was very highly recruited out of New York as a high school star. Jaminski.
Now, one thing that Duke has done, and it's something that I think really hurts them, and Bones, you've picked it up a lot of times, is that they have not gone to Jaminski in quite some time. And the big guy needs to be kept occupied with that ball offensively.
When they were hot, when they had momentum a few minutes ago, they were going to Jaminski.
They're looking for him. I tell you, North Carolina's putting a crowd around.
They can hit him now.
There he is, Jaminski with the hook. You called it.
Well, it's something that puts so much pressure on the defense. We saw it in the first game. If you've got a center that can score, you get the ball, everything else has to collapse in.
O'Koren,
beautiful.
Shuffles it to Yanniker. Great feed. Yanniker with a stuff. 24-15. 9 minutes to go. 9-point lead, Duke.
You know, we talked about Albert King being the kind of player you have to see often to really appreciate. O'Koren's the same kind of player. You know, he gives you the good defensive play, and he makes a good pass. He'll hit a jump shot.
Great rebounder.
Rebound, does it all.
England, way out England.
That's what happened. Jaminski gets it. They collapse. You got a good little jumper.
26-15, back to 11 again. So Duke's not folding here on this charge by North Carolina. They were up by 12 in the biggest lead. Now it's 11.
Tim, I think the pride's going to come in that you won't see them fold. There's another.
So, and Wood goes up. No, Wood's still in there. Here's Wood. They took out Colescott, guard.
Now they realize they have to have a big team for a few minutes, trying to wear him down.
Great jumper and good shot blocker. Good touch pass to Wolf, and Wolf
waste. They had nobody to run that defense, which is probably their best defense.
11-point lead by Duke, 26-15. Winner plays Maryland for the championship tomorrow night. Jaminski under to Banks, and it was partially blocked. Great rebound by O'Koren.
Well, that Butko really has some timing.
I'd reverse that. I'd put Jaminski deep and Banks high.
Butko from the perimeter. Rebound, Jaminski hauls it down, and he might have caught a finger in the eye. Nope, he's okay.
It's hard to hurt him.
Well, he's running a lot better tonight than he has in the last couple of weeks. They have Banks and Jaminski play a little two-man game inside.
Bender likes to throw the alley-oop pass.
They clear the side and make it ready to hit Jaminski, and then they take the ball the other way.
Under to Bender for the layup. Beautiful play. Bender's three-point play is in there, and this is Duke's biggest lead yet, 29-15. 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Jimmy Black sits down. Dave Colescott returns.
Vince Taylor back in. You remember the substitution system Bill Foster used when they went to the Final Four. A little rest. That's exactly how he's substituting in this game.
Right now he's resting Bender and Denard.
There's the 1-3-1 defense. They have Banks running the baseline now.
Right.
Oh, they left
Wood left open.
He had the ball. That's a man you don't leave.
That's right. Particularly one that can shoot like Al Wood.
Like you said, Denard plays it better than anybody else.
Yep, and he's coming back in the game.
29-17.
That's a real talent to run that baseline in a 1-3-1 defense.
Good pressure. Well, they got the 5. Second call. It's going to be North Carolina. He is questionable for tomorrow night's championship game. That would be a big loss.
You hate to hear that. Kid worked so hard to get in the championship game and be out.
And get 26 points in it.
And for man defense now. O'Corn and Banks fouls it.
Did you hear that? Packer apologized.
He had no choice, Bo.
Caught dead to right on
Would
that
have
one.
been right on him. 29-17 Duke.
Often wrong, never in doubt, Jim.
That's right. Way to be.
I like that statement.
There goes Banks. Cheminsky's got it, and he fouls. Cheminsky not. Al Wood. He'll get the bonus shot. 38 points in our first game by Albert King, the most since David Thompson got 38 in 1975.
Full court press by University of North Carolina. Taylor putting the blaze on.
Oh, great move by Taylor.
That's what you call running one in.
Oh, that ball had spin, didn't it?
Oh, it fudged its way right up that basket.
31-19.
Taylor's like Billy Williams. You can't let him get that open court running start.
Oh, no steal, but Wood's free. Al Wood keeping North Carolina in the game. That's 10 points for Wood. 31-21, Duke by 10.
Taylor took the chance, try to go for the steal. But go on Kaminsky.
Back door, Taylor. He goes for a floor, and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he got hit with the knee.
Carolina's got a chance to get it back to 8. They trailed by as much as 14.
They got Virgil back in there, too.
I wonder if he apologized on that one.
No, he didn't. Good ladder.
And never in doubt, never wrong. Virgil, let's see. He's okay.
Excellent screen by Al Wood that time, helping out his teammate to set up the shot.
31-23. North Carolina's pulled back with an 8 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. There goes Bender in for the layup. Nobody challenged Bender.
Boy, and Al Wood coming right back.
Al Wood the other way. Boy, Taylor.
He was ready.
Really committing, isn't he?
Oh, he was ready.
He is, but he has to remember where Al Wood is. He's committing to non-shooters to go over and cover. You have to be aware of Al Wood against the zone.
Well, there's something here. Wood on the left, Virgil on the right, and O'Corn right there. That's a good attack. Kaminsky, and Wood takes it away. Al Wood.
He got a piece of it. Kaminsky did.
I think he did.
Yep, smart play. Smart play by Banks to throw that ball back. And still, Kaminsky hadn't touched it.
Denard inside. Denard saw his defensive man on the floor and immediately went in.
The thing that happens is these things happen, work for you without hitting Kaminsky for a while, but when they stop and you continue to do it, that's when you get hurt.
4 minutes to go in the first half. Along with by Jimmy Black.
Good shot.
Well, this is a shootout, too.
3 points by Black. It's 35-25 Duke inside the 4-minute mark of the first half. Maryland won the first game.
That's one of the great things about sports. Just last weekend, North Carolina looked unbeatable. Here you see Duke coming back, looking just as sharp.
Oh, did you see that play by Eugene Banks?
All North Carolina wants to do is to get within 5 points at the halftime. They got 3:25 to do it.
37-25. They got to pick up 7 points. They're down by 12. Jimmy Black penetrates, blocked by Kaminsky. Goaltending is called.
Played for North Carolina and Coach Wake Forest. Now, who does he pull for?
Couldn't make
How
up his
about it,
mind.
Bones?
That's what makes me loved by everyone, Billy.
I'm not going to use the line I used before on you, Bones, about Duke.
There's Budko coming out. He's a good defensive player.
37-27, a 10-point lead by Duke.
Spreading it out a little bit here. Maybe trying to spread North Carolina out and go to Kaminsky a little bit. There he is.
Yeah, there he is, and there's what happens.
You go to him, you get it. You know what Tucker said about the reason I didn't go to Duke? They asked me a religious question. What was Paul's vision on the road to Damascus? And I said 2020.
It's the right answer. I don't understand why you didn't get in.
That's right.
39-27. Boy, they had O'Corn there, didn't they? But Kaminsky was lingering around. There's O'Corn, the outside. And the foul's going to be on Banks under Gruzon. Says James Worthy was injured. Bonus shot for Virgil. 39-28. He can move the margin back to 10 again. North Carolina's been within 8, but that's the closest they could get after that big Duke lead.
Game to Pepper because he hit it against the zone.
Out it goes.
And they're lucky that they didn't there because it wouldn't have been legal.
That's right. That was.
I thought they were going to try it.
They go to Jaminski, and Jaminski is fouled. Oh, walks. He walks. I'm sorry.
They threw it in bounds, so it no longer was that situation.
That's right. After any violation, 39-29. Good passing by North Carolina. Equally good shifting by the Duke zone.
Minute and 50 to go.
I'll tell you, there's some work going on out there, fellas. That's what you call day labor.
Jimmy Black. They tip it back out to Yannicker. Good move by North Carolina. Jimmy Black again.
Jimmy Black's having a real good first half.
39-31. Once again, North Carolina within 9. And the crowd is howling here. And a foul on the Orange by Pepper.
And the momentum that it gives you, these are key foul shots for Vince Taylor.
Butko, big rebound. North Carolina can move within 6. And they got Pepper firing. Rebound by Wood. Wood up with it, and he's fouled.
There's your 5.
That's all they want.
39-34.
That's all you can ask for. That's not all you want.
Still got over.
Oh, Taylor almost went front court, back court.
Here's Jaminski.
See him drop back.
And there's Denard faking inside. Basketball count. Foul's going to be on Butko. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the first half. Remember, at halftime, you're going to see highlights of the second half of the ACC season. That'll be coming up shortly. Margin back to 7 out, 41-34 with exactly a minute to go in the half.
Duke stayed in that 1-3-1 zone for quite some time, and North Carolina getting used to it now, particularly with the fact that Banks is out of the game. They're finding a lot of holes.
So they go 2-3.
See, there's Denard. He makes it a 2-3 by coming all the way out the side. Then when the ball's in the center, he shifts down underneath the basket.
Al Wood, hot. Jaminski got a hand on it. It'll come back to North Carolina. Giving Wood another shot.
Oh, he's been incredible. He and Albert King are putting on some kind of shooting show here tonight.
15 points by Wood.
Ought to get one shot right here.
Yep, we're down to 15 seconds. Duke's going to spread it out. North Carolina double teaming, keeping pressure on the ball. We're down to 7 seconds. Vince Taylor, solid screen by Jaminski. And North Carolina will not get off a shot.
In the first half, if you ever did, and they were only leading by 6 points. Turnover.
Well, there is a turnover. Just a fumble by Sennett. So Duke has the ball to start the second half, but they cough it right up. And North Carolina gets a chance now to get back within 5 immediately.
And look at Gene Banks on the sidelines over there. He wants back in the game, but with 3 fouls, he's got to sit a while.
Cole Scott way out and in. Big item to hit that first shot. 43-38. 5-point lead, that's all. Only 30 seconds gone by. And the second half. Vince Taylor, quick move by Taylor. Powers inside, it's batted up.
They go and score more.
Bender penetrating, feeds it to Jaminski for an easy one.
Ah, what a good dish. He drew the crowd away from Jaminski.
14 points for the big guy. 45-38.
Wolf coming way outside. Jaminski doesn't follow him.
There goes Wolf. 17 points for Wolf. Having a great game. 45-40.
Well, Al Wood and Albert King go up on that jump shot of theirs. Just so smooth. Perfect follow through.
Black silk.
That zone packed way back in there. They're going to force Duke to take some shots from outside.
There goes Jaminski. Great feed by Denard. They got a charge on Jaminski.
He doesn't do well.
Now North Carolina can pull within 3. 45-40.
I'd milk this thing till I got me a goodie.
And they're looking for Wood. Ball is kicked by the...
Is now thinking about staying at Duke University.
Well, that was,
not that he ever announced he was leaving,
that's
but
right.
Most of the feeling was that he was going to South Carolina.
Tonight, all the rumors have been strong reports.
Zone defense, 1-3-1. It shifts to the 2-3, depending where the ball is.
Be a pretty good time to announce that to your team.
Wood, Jaminski has it down. 45-40. 5-point lead. Got a quick look there, Bill Foster. Had his team ready for this tournament, that's for sure.
North Carolina's really shut off the Duke fast break. Sutter missed Jaminski that time.
Oh, they're trying the back door with Taylor. Good job by Virgil.
They're getting absolutely nowhere against this North Carolina defense.
Now Denard to Jaminski.
Beautiful play. He looked it away and gave it away. That was beautiful.
47-40 Duke. Blue Devils are working beautifully. Oh, here goes Wood again. Rebound Jaminski once more.
He got that one flat-footed.
He did, Billy. You're right.
He clears out a lot of space, doesn't he?
Well, that's a mark of a good rebounder, is a guy that can take up the crowd. Basket.
Duke leads by 7. Early here in the second half. Jimmy Sutter, pretty good shooter from out there.
And Wood respects him, comes up high on the shoulder.
Taylor penetrating, opens up guys like Sutter. Rebound down by Wolf. Strong rebound by Jeff Wolf. Right between Jaminski and Sutter. There's Colescott off the mark. Rebound put up by Wood. Battle for it, off to Taylor.
There's the first time Duke has gotten running again. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot.
Way out by Jaminski.
You know, he may be a good guard in the NBA.
Boy, he took that one on the move about 20 feet from the basket.
Some thought he might have walked on the play. 49-40 the score. North Carolina going to Al Wood at every opportunity. Why not? 17 points so far. There he goes again. Wood. Batted by Jaminski. A great block.
Boy, he timed that one perfectly, didn't he?
No doubt about that one.
He didn't have to make a big wiggle to do it. He was there already.
Over the top. Fine move by Al Wood defensively. Here comes Colescott. Knight Pepper off the break.
Going up. That's a tough judgment call. You don't see that often.
No. Very seldom of the call. Foul going to be called on for one.
That's for sure.
49-42. 7-point lead by Duke.
Taylor showing that quickness.
Wow, then Jaminski gets it right back out of trouble.
Nice job by Wolf riding Jaminski out that time.
He rode him out all right.
Tom Emma's in here now for Duke. Young freshman guard thrown right in the thick of things.
North Carolina really picking up some great defensive pressure.
There goes Emma. Oh, what a move.
And Emma responds.
Hey, he can play.
51-42, but not like a freshman, Bones.
He's not a freshman now anyway. He may be in the classroom, but he's already finished 1 year.
And here comes Banks.
And missing in Banks. That basket by Emma is the first points not scored by Jaminski. Boy, but look at Al Wood. What a game he's having. 19 points.
They're not getting the scoring out of O'Corn that you would expect, but sometimes it just doesn't come your way.
Well, he has 2 points so far in this ball game.
Duke looks like the Duke of old.
Think about O'Corn, and I'm not saying this in defense of him just having 2 points because he's an outstanding player, doesn't need any defense, but he doesn't force the shot when it's not there.
That's right. Exactly right.
Always looking for the open man. Ball is...
Nobody saw it. Nobody.
North Carolina can get back within 5.
But they've really been getting Al Wood open on the baseline.
Pepper. Jaminski.
Oh,
back here to
sin.
O'Corn.
Cardinal sin.
Yep.
Never do that. Never throw it back inbounds under their basket.
Then better off to take it out of bounds.
Eat it. Do something with it, but don't do that.
51-46.
Fans saw the ball hit the top of the backboard. That is not out of bounds.
Well, Emma did a great job getting rid of that ball. Vince Taylor midair. Here comes O'Corn. Stolen away by Taylor. Taylor and Banks working. Then Vance Taylor off the move.
Vince Taylor having a great game.
That's a great comeback by Duke.
53-46. Al Wood off to Wolf. North Carolina's going to set it up.
This is basketball at its very best. We've seen two great games.
Haven't we? Boy, I tell you, it's worth the whole season book for these two. Al Wood rolling out of there for his 21st point.
Tim, you put it right on the head. Rolling out of there. He's going down on the baseline against the 1-3, then 1, and then he's rolling back up to get into the open area. With his great shooting ability, of course, all North Carolina's trying to do is get him the ball. 53-48, a very big possession here for Duke. They've been in charge all evening, but now, and we down to anxious times. 12.5 minutes to go. High-low post. Yeah, with Banks in the game, they're trying to go high-low. North Carolina not going to allow Duke to do that.
No, they're staying packed back in the zone.
I'm not so sure it wouldn't be a good time to pull them back out of that zone so they could get into that high-low.
It's going to be Denard from the outside.
That's not a high percentage shot.
The patience of North Carolina on defense got the upper hand here, perhaps. Let's see what happens. Jeff Wolf on the outside.
2 for 2 from the outside.
53-50. North Carolina back within 3 with 11:55 to go.
They need to pull it back out, not play against the zone.
And never get me to play against it. No way.
They need to pull it back out.
Vance Taylor penetrating. Taylor's made the big plays for Duke here in the second half.
Sometimes a basket like that will cost you 2.
That's right, because you think you don't have the momentum.
55-50, 5-point lead by Duke. 11:25 to go. Now a walking violation. Breakaway here by Emma, but he's checked by O'Corn again. Lob to Banks. Banks comes down, tries to get.
Oh, O'Corn with 2 good defensive plays.
Oh, he did. Tremendous
scoring, and that's the same as scoring.
That's right. He made the big play on Emma, came all the way back down, and 2 plays on Banks.
Duke will not give up that momentum.
There goes Al Wood.
He can fill it.
I'll tell you, I just can't believe the way some of these guys can shoot that ball.
23 points for Wood. And a 3-point lead for Duke. There goes Emma getting in trouble. Gets a good break.
There's that case, Bones, where you talked about the ball game.
It's going to go fast the way it's playing. High-low, and they go to the zone again now. I'd pull it back out and say, come here, brother.
Here's Jaminski inside. In the crowd with 20 points.
He's made a lot of real tough shots tonight.
57-52. 8 points in the second half, 12 in the first.
Just last Saturday, he couldn't buy one. It's a strange game. It's a little bit like golf.
Good ball handling by North Carolina.
Excellent. Boy, this takes more work than people that are watching ever will realize.
Jimmy Black. And Jaminski has it for Duke. Jaminski playing an inspired ball game for the Blue Devils.
Now North Carolina realizing they try to go. Let's see if Duke goes inside to Jaminski.
Yep, that they do. Yannick fouls. There goes Denard. Denard played a big game for Duke also.
Well, every time North Carolina raps on the door, Duke slams it a little bit tighter.
That's right. 9.5 minutes to go in this pressure cooker. A near steal there by Taylor. And Jaminski breaks up the pass.
You know, that's the colors it used to be for Maryland was old gold and black.
As before Jim Tatum just decided he didn't like it, huh?
That's right.
O'Corn tries to move, nothing there.
As Jaminski scoops up the loose ball.
Oh, he's done everything tonight except deliver the water to the fellas at the timeout.
Duke's got a 7-point lead. Here goes Taylor feeding.
Beautiful feed. Oh, now that's what you call walking on water.
Vince Taylor has been a great player.
Has this been good basketball tonight?
I would say yes, sir.
Well, I was glad they got the odor out from yesterday. So the people here could really enjoy it.
61. They did
a lot of disinfecting here today.
I wouldn't have said that, Bill.
Well, you know, the games were really close to the vest yesterday.
Jimmy Black a little short. All Corn right in. Walk. Happy walk. Traveling by O'Corn.
when you play in as much rivalry with this.
Good job by Bobby Bender. You know, you really can't say enough about all the guys playing out here tonight. Both teams.
That's right. Vince Taylor, Denard have all made big plays. Banks in the first half before his foul trouble. Look at that touch pass, and the foul by Wolf will be. They're going to take a little pressure off the tournament.
Al McGuire said we don't deserve but one.
What's he know about it?
He's from another part of the country.
61-52. There goes Banks inside.
Nice play.
63-52. Duke is moving strongly again with 8 minutes remaining.
You notice how little time Dean Smith wasted in calling that timeout when he saw the momentum swing against his club. Now Duke's picking up that second win.
Duke a pretty solid zone.
Oh, Al Wood lost the ball. Just has two.
They have to get it way back and start against this Duke zone, which looks like a 2-3 right now. Inside, Wood over Kaminsky. Oh, what an outstanding game by Al Wood.
Bob Bender almost lost the handle.
Yep.
Jimmy Black's quickness against Taylor's quickness.
Boy, Taylor just gotten better and better this year.
There's that high-low post. Banks and Jaminski again.
And going to Jaminski now without any trouble. Gee whiz.
They're looking inside. Black fouls.
And Dean didn't want that.
So that's a big, big help.
Bender in trouble. Has to get the lob over the defense. North Carolina really applying the pressure here with his man. The lob to Banks. Beautiful play.
That was a set play. Banks and Taylor set that up beautifully with Bender.
And the lead for Duke is back to 11. They're looking for Al Wood again. 65-54. There he is. Jaminski has one of his rare misses.
Oh, me. Jaminski's just been tremendous at both ends of the court.
I'll tell you, a bump in there could be a great advantage.
Watch it.
Banks tried to try to do it again. Now Jaminski comes out well. Bender, what? Oh, Jaminski might fire it from there. I thought for a second he'd eye it up.
Thought he would.
There it
Out
goes.
to Denard. And Denard,
Beautiful fake.
and he's fouled.
It was a humiliating defeat by any description.
25 points. That's a real blowout. I'll tell you, I don't think the Duke team's been thinking about much except that since.
They're probably right. Of course, North Carolina not out of this ball game by a long shot. 6:19 to go, down 13.
They're in a heap of trouble.
67-54. North Carolina's always been a great stretch running team.
Well, O'Corn's got to get on track. He hasn't even had an opportunity to put many shots up tonight. Been buried in the zone.
Pepper outside the zone. Jaminski.
Again and again and again.
He got fouled.
Yes, he was.
Long.
North Carolina controls. Trailing by 13.
Now they're working against the clock a little bit on this zone. The zone's backed all the way in there.
Al Wood on the inside. Rebound Jaminski. How many rebounds has he had?
Oh, that's his direction.
67-54. Duke by 13.
Oh, O'Corn almost had to.
Wood inside. Rebound Denard.
Stan Saunders.
Rebound.
One shot and done for North Carolina.
Now the clock becoming a big element here. 5 minutes to go in this game. Jaminski makes pretty play.
High-low post.
Oh, me. What basketball.
15-point lead for Duke University. 69-54. This is the Duke of December days. Pepper penetrating. They're looking for number 30, Wood.
Jaminski
over Jaminski.
He got a piece of that.
20. Get past the press.
Denard feels pressure from behind. Quickly changes ball.
Banks, that ball was deflected. They had Vince Taylor.
Moved to the left and still made the pass.
Inside to Taylor, and it's out off the hand. Well, I'll tell you, Duke was well prepared.
There is. I'd do the same thing I did.
That's for sure.
Vince Taylor 1-1. He's missed. He's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. 69-56. 4.5 minutes to go. North Carolina has 3 timeouts to call.
And Michael Corrin was what, 1 for 3 in the first half. I don't remember him taking a shot in the second.
Well, he scored 1 basket.
Did he?
Al Wood, hot though.
Oh, he's taking them.
He has 29 points. North Carolina uses 1 of its 3 remaining times to call with 4
of them, and I think they're really well behaved. There's what Dean Smith called a timeout for.
Bad call. Here goes Al Wood. Rebound, Jaminski. All face comes up with it. Ah, look out, Banks and Taylor.
No.
Oh, he's going to take it.
Should have pulled up. Should have pulled up.
Fouls on Bud.
Layup. If you don't have that, pull it back out and waste 15 seconds.
That's right. You got to kill the clock.
Vince Taylor struggling maybe a little in his mind here. He's 0 for 2 at the line. Doesn't bother him. Bonus shot coming.
Ever had a little talk to Yannicker? He'd been pushing Banks.
I wouldn't push Banks.
That takes a lot of nerve, push Gene Banks around. And a lot of strength. Taylor misses the second one.
Another rebound by O'Corn. 12-point lead. Here goes Colescott. Jaminski gets it.
Boy, he has just been a mountain in there.
He is. 17 rebounds. Broken up by Yannicker. It's going to be Duke's ball.
And it should have been a foul. Good pass. Duke really well drilled for this game.
Oh, look. There's the alley-oop to Denard. He missed the easy shot. Al Wood on the run for North Carolina. Doesn't look like. There goes Wood over Jaminski. Jaminski fouls.
Some Phil Ford had to his advantage. In those days, Dean Smith used that 4 corner.
Right.
And he ran it so much, so well.
Better than anybody else. That's 30 points for Al Wood.
Well, I'll tell you how well he ran it. They don't run it anymore in the same degree.
Ah, there's another rebounder. Gene Banks.
Now that timeout that Bill Foster called, I'll bet you, is to use this clock a little bit, because his team's been coming down and throwing lob passes and taking wild jumps. Oh, another lob.
There's Banks inside fighting. Gene Banks on the line. This is his 11th straight game in double figures in scoring, and he's hit his last 14 free throws. I know, because he had 14 straight last night. Well, that breaks
That's a real bad one. At the lower part of the basket.
Hey, Duke maybe could have put this game away with better free throwing. They've missed 4 free throws in the second half. (71-59), 12-point lead with 3:20 to go.
Colescott getting the ball down court real well.
There's O'Corn left open. Rebound by Chicky Yannicker.
There's the man they want to have it.
Yeah, Al was just having a
And another three-pointer.
Yep.
Now, bad. Depending on where they were, is whether I'd swing that box around one way or another.
Rebound by Banks.
Oh, dangerous pass.
Steal by Pepper.
And that prevented North Carolina from taking that timeout they'd usually take.
10-point lead. Jump switch now, the double team. Here's Denard feeding Jaminski, broken up by Black. Boy, that Black is quick.
Game.
2:48 remaining. Looked like almost like a wild pass.
Pulling it back out. Duke needs to play with the clock a little bit here.
They don't need a jump ball. It goes
There's
their way,
Jaminski.
though.
Back door, great press there, Jaminski.
Nice play by Butko, though. He didn't stop the basket, but excellent defense.
73-61. Back to the 12-point lead.
Every time they're going to Wood.
Almost broken up. Ball was broken up by Taylor, but North Carolina.
He got it now.
There he goes. Here goes Taylor. Wood coming down. Taylor.
Nice play.
14-point lead by Duke with 2 minutes remaining. 2:05. 75-61. O'Corn banking. Rebound is down again by Jaminski. Jaminski getting close to 20 rebounds.
And Bender pulls it back out wisely. She's all over. Look at the people are cheering for this effort that Duke put on tonight.
Banks faking. He walks. From the Blue Devils.
I mean, excuse me, the Blue Devils. I'm sorry.
Unless you know something I don't know.
No.
75-61. Colescott on the outside. And there's Jaminski batting the ball away, but there's Wood. Boy, those two guys have played their hearts out tonight. Yannicker on the inside takes dead aim. Nothing is dropping for North Carolina. And a foul by O'Corn.
Pepper down.
Pepper on the fast break. Jaminski another rebound. Incredible eyes going to the boards.
Back to him.
Bender back to Taylor. You got it. And he walks.
They have played some kind of game and showed some kind of guts to come back after what happened to them less than a week ago.
Well, I tell you, if it's going to be Duke's ball tonight, probably setting an all-time record in rebounding for himself and 24 points. What do you say?
Yep.
All right. Tough decision, though. He's got so many great performances.
Well, I think a lot of guys have played well tonight on both teams.
45 seconds now. 75-61.
No sense fouling.
No, it's no need now. Foolish, very foolish.
They're looking for the easy one, perhaps. Less than 30 seconds to go. Listen to the Duke fans.
Dean Smith telling his team, do not foul, go out with some class. I really have to like that. And there's a guy who ought to hold the ball till it's all over. But it's on his night. Give it to Jaminski and let him hold it.
Now 3 seconds, 1 second, that's it. 75-61. The winner of the Holly Farms Most Valuable Player, Mike Jaminski. A superb performance, rebounding, scoring, and defense for the big guy from Monroe, Connecticut, who on his shoulders has carried Duke again into a championship game for the Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament. It'll be Duke against Maryland tomorrow night in what promises to be one of the finest of all ACC final showdowns. So the ACC Tournament Championship game will be featuring Maryland versus Duke, and we'll see you for that tomorrow night at 8:30. This is Jim for Bones and Billy, and this has been a C.D. Chesley production.
Agree with you on that.
Maryland will be the team in white. They were top seeded in the tournament after leading the regular season. They've won 13 out of 16 ACC games. Duke was 7-7 during the league, so they're 9-7 now after winning twice here in the tournament over NC State and North Carolina. Maryland defeated Georgia Tech in a